Lights go out. Sean Hutchins there as well in the 91, the Hamilton 91. Stevens in the 22. Bowen Donkers in the Portland 99, set for a start. Damon Stevens and also Nathan Buckley at the tail in the 9. We're 3 wide into turn 1 and 2. Make it 4 wide as we go back straight. Leading the way. He's been clean all night tonight. Lindsay Trotter leads the way, but on the inside comes Baker. Aston, that's Khan Aston in the 81, sits nice third. As we say that, Trotter goes wide. Baker up the inside. Aston now to second. Trotter goes back. McDonald and Aston, that is Josh Aston on the inside. As we go caution on the racetrack, one has come to a standstill out there in turn number 2. Just trying to find who is missing as we set to go. So Baker to lead away. Aston gives chase. Trotter makes a mistake. In fact, goes straight ahead. Heading out to the race, Scott Transport. Sign up on the back straight, so he goes back a bucket of spots. McDonald now hangs on to third. Aston goes to work. The 21 makes the same mistake. A lot of them going wide out of turn 2. Donkers now coming on the back of Hutchins. Bakey a leader. As we go caution on the racetrack, we can find the 23 of Christopher Ansell, who brings on the caution. Donkers, Buckley, Stevens and Ansell. We're away. 18 to run. For the SA title, Baker gets away. Aston giving chase. McDonald got a bit of ground to make up. Aston now sits a very nice inside run for 4th. Trying to sling his shot off turn 4. He's got Trotter on the exhaust. Sitting position number 5. Back to the next one of Baker. Then we go back to Matt McCallum. He sits position number 6. Just outside is Nathan Buckley in the 9. Donkers on the inside of Ansell. They almost tag wheels. Back to Stevens and Hutchins. They're fighting their own little battle out of the back of the pack. Just as we say that, it is now starting to get serious between Aston and McDonald. McDonald now throwing the challenge. Tugging on that right rear tyre. Hits that bit of a rut forming in turn 2. They've dropped off Aston in the 21. So we're still 14. Make that 13 and a half to run. Bakey a leader. All he's got to do is keep it straight for the next 13 laps. And you go back to back. But just as we say that, notice a little bit of smoke coming out of the back of the 1 car. Hopefully nothing major. Aston. McDonald and Aston. Back to Trotter. Back to Baker and McCallum having their own little battle. Back in the pack, 12 to run. Make that 11 and a half. Our leader falling back to the clutches. Open arms is going to be received. Back straight. As we say that, going infield is the 7 car of Baker. So Nathan Buckley still... Nathan Baker, I should say. Still the race leader, but he's got Aston now working the top. But he's got to be careful because McDonald's gone inside. Let's go 3 wide on the front straight. But just as we say that, more smoke coming out of the back of the 1. Aston now through to the lead. A little bit more of that smoke coming out of the back of the 1. He fights back. Slides on by. Probably be looking down. Aston fights back on the inside. McDonald and Josh Aston now goes to work. with the 21. So as we say that, still we're inside the top of 8 laps remaining. Make that 7. They come up in the back of the 74 car of Stevens. Baker gets it all out of shape. Khan goes to the infield, then rejoins. McDonald being given this, back to second. Aston to third. Josh Aston now goes to fourth. Lindsay Trotter, Stevens and Hutchins. Donker's a long way back. McCallum as well. But no answers for him. Baker out in front. McDonald switches to the inside. They can find a flat left rear tyre for the 74 car of Stevens. Just as we say that, the battle's now on between Khan and Josh Aston. Trotter hangs on for position number 5. McDonald second at the moment. Baker still out in front. McDonald goes to the outside, swings it back to the inside, goes alongside and takes the lead. So McDonald through to the front. Baker back to Aston. Khan Aston, Josh Aston going to work. McDonald, a bit more smoke coming out of the back of the 1 car. As we get into the final stages of this one. So McDonald takes the checkers. Home in second be Aston. Back to Baker on the outside, on the inside. Then we go back to Josh Aston. We'll get official placings for you. Lindsay Trotter will hang on. Matt McCallum. So in just a moment, we'll get official placings for tonight's South Australian title. So don't forget our presentations for tonight's SA title will be done in the pit area after the race meeting. So McDonald, Khan Aston, it is in the 81 that we'll head now back to the pit area. So also must make note too, who wants to see some fireworks? We've had 8 heat races, that's enough, isn't it? You got to cheer a bit louder, Matt Gambit. Do you want to see some fireworks? I think we can do a little bit better. Who wants to see fireworks? And now for the adults. So put your hands together, folks. He goes on the SA1 of Mark McDonald.